guys, welcome back to a new full face video. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics products. I have here a bunch of e.l.f. cosmetics products and I'm super happy to finally test them out and review them for you. Before we actually jump on into this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up. Without any other details, without any other introduction, let's do this. Okay, so I zoomed in a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna be starting with poreless patty primer. This is good if you have large pores, as I do. I'm just gonna grab a small amount of product and I'm just gonna apply it right over here where my big pores are. And I actually took quite a lot, to be honest, now, so hopefully it's gonna look good. And I'm just making sure that everything goes nice and blend it with my fingers. Give it a few seconds to basically get into the skin. It feels so good on the skin, it blends so beautiful, and your big pores are actually blurred. I have here the CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage and Natural Finish, which contains so many amazing ingredients such as collagen and peptides. I have this one in shade Fair. It's a little bit light for me, to be honest. By the end you'll see that it's gonna look good because I'm gonna be using a creamy concealer to contour the face and basically to warm up a little bit the foundation. So this is the amount of product that I'm actually planning to apply. It might be more than enough because the foundation is full coverage and a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just gonna apply it like this. I do have some breakouts, so you will see how good it's actually the coverage. The finish is really beautiful. So even though it's a full coverage foundation, it feels so lightweight and the finish is so gorgeous. Now you can actually see that it's quite light for me, but it doesn't matter because as I said, I'm gonna use the concealer and I'm gonna warm it up a little bit and it's gonna look good by the end. I'm actually gonna take my beauty blender now and blend it out even better because I want the finish to be even more natural. I love so much the coverage and I love so much the natural glow. It looks so beautiful. Okay, so I think it should be more than enough. Now I'm gonna move on with the concealer and I have here the CAMO concealer in two shades. This one is, let's see, one of them it's medium peach and the other one is fair, which is way light for me. So I'm gonna be using the medium peach and I'm gonna apply it right over here underneath my eyes. I love so much the applicator because basically allows you to apply the product very well. And now I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend it very nice. Again, you don't have to apply too much product because it has such a good coverage. I actually have the feeling that this beauty blender is quite big for the underneath area, so I'm gonna grab this brush and I'm just gonna blend it very nicely with the brush. You can also blend it with your fingers and also warm up a little bit the product. I'm gonna go with the same concealer over the eyelid and blend it very well. This concealer is one of my favorite concealers from drugstore. It blends so beautiful and it covers so beautiful and it lasts so well during the day. Okay, so it looks quite nice now. The coverage is absolutely beautiful. The finish is absolutely gorgeous. It looks flawless. Now to change the color of the foundation and warm up a little bit everything, I'm gonna be using the CAMO concealer. This one is in shade, let's see, Rich Walnut. And I'm just gonna apply a few dots right over here and on my forehead as well, and a few here. And let's go with only two of them right over here. Okay, who's looking crazy now? Let me grab another brush and now I'm just gonna blend it. I think that was quite a lot. Okay, so I actually think it looks quite good now. As you can see, you can always work very easily with creamy products and you can adjust the color. Now the next thing that I want to do is to go on with the blush. I have two shades of the PUTTY blush. Unfortunately, I can't see the name of them, but they are both absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna swatch them so you can see how they actually look like. And I also love so much the texture of them because they feel so lightweight and they blend seamlessly. They look so good on the skin. So these are the two shades. This is how they look like. It's super hard to decide which of them I want to go for, because I absolutely love both of them. But I think I'm gonna pick this one just because I am thinking to use a similar shade for my lips. So let's see how it's gonna look by the end. I'm just gonna apply it right over here directly with my fingers and just blending it very nice. As you can see, it looks so beautiful and it blends so beautiful. I'm not gonna apply too much, a little bit right over here as well. And voila, it looks like skin. It looks so beautiful. Such a pretty formula. And also the skin looks so hydrated because it's infused with argan, and there are so many other ingredients, skin loving ingredients, that basically help it to look so natural, so good on the skin. Okay, now I'm gonna move on and apply the powder, and I have here the Halo Setting Powder, this one, and this is something that I also love to use lately. To be honest, I'm very difficult when it comes to the perfect powder, because I don't like those powders that are too much and that are not looking good through the day. So now I make sure that the concealer didn't crease underneath my eyes, and I'm just blending it very nicely with my fingers. And now I'm just taking a small amount of product. I make sure that there is not too much on the brush, and I just go underneath the eyes and fix all the products that I've applied before, such as concealer and foundation. I'm doing the same thing for the other eye. And also I'm gonna take a bigger brush and I'm gonna apply a small amount of a powder all over the face, being focused on these areas underneath my eyes, around the mouth, and on my forehead, basically where the concealer, it tends to crease sometimes during the day. Again, make sure that there is not too much powder on the brush, and just tap it onto the skin. Don't apply too much pressure. You don't want to move anything that you've applied before. So basically now I took off the shine and I set creamy products that I've applied before, and I'm ready to move on with the eye makeup. I have here this beautiful shadow stick, so many gorgeous shades, and I also have 3 of their eyeshadow palettes, these ones. I'm gonna show you how they look like. These are so beautiful, so many beautiful options. I've tried them by now. I did so many eye looks and everyone complimented my look. And I also love these shadow sticks, and these are actually super easy to use. I'm gonna swatch all of them so you can see how they look like. One of the things that I want to show you, and I didn't know about it before, is the fact that here at the bottom they also have a sharpener, so you can actually make sure that the pencils, the creamy pencils, are very well sharpened. So I applied all of them on my hands so you can see how they look like. I'm gonna start from here and I'm gonna go upwards. The first one, it's called Rose Gold. Then moving on with the next one, it's called Cooper Chic. Then the third one, which is a little bit darker, and I think it's gonna look absolutely beautiful if you are deciding to use it for a smoky eye. This is called Blue Steel. Then we have this one right over here, and it's called Champagne Crystal. And we have 2 more shades. These are the darkest shades that I have. The next one is called Midnight Sapphire, is this one over here. And the last but not least, it's called Rich Amethyst, and it's absolutely gorgeous as well. I'm gonna pick this eyeshadow palette, which is called Berry Bad, and I'll go with one of the shades, which is actually the darkest shade, and I'm gonna go with it in the crease. I also want to use this one because it's a matte eyeshadow, and each time I'm applying the color in the crease, I make sure that I'm using matte shades and not glittery. As I said, I make sure that I don't take too much amount, and I'm going with it right over here in the crease, and I blend the product right. Please make sure that, again, you don't apply too much brush pressure on the brush, and blend it very beautiful. I'm gonna be doing the same thing for the other eye. Okay, the next thing that I'm gonna be doing is to take the next shade here, and I'm gonna take it with my fingers and apply it all over the eyelid, just like this, because it's a shimmery shade it looks way much better, and the color it's more intense if you're applying it with your fingers. I make sure that I blend it very well and apply it all over the eyelid. Okay, now I'm taking another blending brush, which is bigger than the first one, and I'm just making sure that I blend very beautiful both of the shades that I've applied before, making sure that there are not any harsh lines in between the two shades. I'm gonna be doing the same thing right over here. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is to take the No Budge Shadow Stick in shade Champagne, and I'm going to apply it right over here in the inner corner of the eye. And right on top of it, I'm going to go with this shade here. I'm using a smaller brush, and I'm just going to apply it right over here. Okay, look how intense it looks now. I make sure that I blend it very nicely upwards. I'm gonna be applying the same eyeshadow right over here to illuminate this area. Now, using a clean brush, I'm also blending once again to be sure that there are no harsh lines right over here at the outer edge of the eye, and I make sure that I blend everything upwards. And now I have a product which I'm obsessed with it. I think I've been using it daily. It's one of the products from e.l.f. Cosmetics that basically impressed me so much from the first try. And I'm talking about the e.l.f., let's see how it's called, H2O Proof Eyeliner Pen. This is one of the eyeliners that lasts all day long, looks so good, and I don't know what other good things I should be saying about it, but I absolutely love it. Yeah, I love it. It looks so good during the day, and it's also super easy to use it. It's super easy to apply it. The applicator looks like this. You have to make sure that you shake it very well before you start applying it, and then let me show you how beautiful it's gonna look, my eyeliner, by the end. I finished applying the eyeliner. It was a little bit difficult, to be honest, because I can't see from distance, so I had to use a small mirror. I have a small mirror right over here, so it was way much easier. Now, before I move on with applying some eyelashes, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Cosmetics Mascara Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara, which is another product that I absolutely love, and I use it so much lately because it makes such a huge difference when it comes to my eyelashes. Sometimes, to be honest, if I'm not doing anything too crazy for the eye look, I don't even apply false eyelashes because this one makes such a huge difference. And you can also be sure that you won't have those panda eyes at the end of the day, because the product is not gonna go all over the place right over here underneath the eyes. So let me quickly apply the mascara. Okay, and now I'm gonna apply some falsies from Allure London. These are number 1981. 3D-dimensional. This is how they look like. I love so much the eyelashes from Allure. This is the brand. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, because they have so many good options, plenty of options, and even if you want to do a natural look, even if you want to go more glam and have a different style of eyelashes, you can find them, and they are so easy to apply and to wear. Let me try the glue. And I'm also gonna apply them very quickly and show you the final result. I also applied a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. Now I want to move on with the lips. I have a lipstick here which I haven't tried it by now. Somehow I have the feeling that it doesn't work very well with the makeup that I did today, because both of the colors are super strong. I was so much in love with this shade. It's such a beautiful red shade. I was so excited to give it a try. I'm gonna apply it though just to see how it looks like and swatch it for you as well. And only after that, oh my god, it's quite red. I think it's gonna be quite a lot, but let's go with it. If it's not gonna look nice, then I'm gonna remove it and apply a nude color. So this is a really beautiful shade of red, but I actually have the feeling that it's quite a lot for the eye look that I did, and somehow I don't want to remove it, but at the same time I'm like, something else should be done here. By the way, I didn't tell you the shade of the lipstick is Sherry. It's beautiful, it's really beautiful, but you know what I think I'm gonna be doing is to take a lighter shade, this one right over here, and apply it right over here in the middle of the eyelid and basically lighten up a little bit the shade that I've used for the eye look, just because I don't feel very comfortable having both the eye and the eye lips very strong. I'm just gonna pop it up right over here. You know what, I think it's gonna look way much better if I'm applying it with my fingers. Let's do the same thing here. Nice. One more time to make sure that everything is blended very well. There is only one thing I want to do. I'm taking the blending brush, the one that I've used initially, and I'm just gonna take just a small amount of the darkest shade from the Very Bad eyeshadow palette. Basically is the color that I've applied right over here in the crease, and I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line. This is the final look. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here today. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please make sure to subscribe and also to give a thumbs up to this video. This way I will know that you guys love me doing this type of full face looks, and I will be doing more of them. I will also be super curious to see if you had the chance to try any of the e.l.f. cosmetics products, if you have any favorites. And that's it. See you guys in the next video. Mwah!